Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-December 2022 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, and future energies between you and a main of interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards with some additional insight as well, and that's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lovers Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Five of Coins. So, this is actually a Taurus energy here, and what this says to me is that it looks like you guys might have gotten to a certain level with this person, and may have decided at a certain point that you didn't see it having any more long-term potential, right? So maybe you guys were dating for a while and maybe it started to move toward a more committed relationship, but you might have gotten the feeling. So for example, all right, if we just take the artwork at face value, maybe the two of you disagreed on whether or not to have children, right? So that could have been a sticking point for the relationship. And in the past, it looks like you might have left the connection behind for either that or some other reason where you felt like you couldn't build any further. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where maybe they were good at expressing how they felt as far as their passion goes, but maybe not anything more serious than that. So that could have been what caused you to feel like maybe there was going to be a difficulty in building a connection into something more stable. Or it could just be saying that maybe they struggled to find the right words to say, right? So maybe if you left the connection, but they were struggling to find the words to truly express themselves, that's another way it could be interpreted as well. All right, present energy on your side, we have Temptation, which is the equivalent of the Devil in traditional tarot. Princess of Arrows, which is the equivalent of the Page of Swords, and Seven of Staves. Seeing these energies here, I feel like this is saying that you might actually find yourself drawn to a new connection at this time, but there's actually a part of you that still wants to reconnect with this person as well. And I feel like you might actually fight that feeling, right? So you might actually almost be annoyed with yourself that you do want to reach out to this person again, but you could just feel drawn to them. And could just be with the Mercury retrograde energy that's going to be coming up toward the end of December, because it'll be in your house communication too, so that might bring back those memories and have you feeling the urge to reach out to this person again. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So this could be one of those situations where now if they were to communicate with you, they might all of a sudden change their tune, right? That now all of a sudden, oh, absolutely, I want to build this connection with you, right? I want to turn this into something stable and long-standing, right? So it could just be one of those things where, I mean, maybe it is genuine because of you leaving them behind, they realized what they were missing out on, but I don't know, it does seem like a big drastic change, right? So like I said, unless it's for some of you where I said maybe it's just they were struggling finding those words to say, it could be more genuine, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. But at the very least, it sounds great, right, in the present. But like I said, we'll see if that's actually what's going on. All right, future energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. So on the one hand, this could just be saying that you actually will take that chance to have a fresh start with this person. And then, of course, for some others, you could just be saying that you might decide to cut your losses and pursue a connection elsewhere. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy. So yeah, again, we see an indicator, right? Kind of like we saw with the Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, that, hey, yeah, I totally want to turn this into something stable, long-standing, right? But then we see what appears to be a conflict here, right? With the two feminine energies and a masculine energy in the middle. So it could just be one of those things where even they might be oblivious to what they're doing in a certain way too, but I feel like it's just this pull that they feel where they get drawn to drama, you know? So obviously I would assume that wouldn't be a good thing for you that you're looking for in a connection, or it could just be one of those things where, depending on how long the separation lasted, right? Maybe they were in a connection with someone else, right? But again, like I said, especially with that Mercury retrograde energy, maybe you guys start reconnecting and they decide, oh, I actually want to be with Scorpio again, right? And so they might actually leave the person that they're with now behind, but not necessarily express that to them, right? So that could be the difficulty there, where the two of you might have no idea that there's another person in the picture. And they could just totally go and pursue this connection with you, like, oh, yeah, I'm getting back with Scorpio now, without making that clear to the other person. So either way, it looks like there could definitely be some drama there for sure, right? And we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix, but that's kind of what this is starting to feel like to me. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Prince of Coins. So this is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles. So it could just be saying that this was something that you waited for a long time, right? You were hoping for this to turn into something more stable, more defined as far as the connection goes, right? But you might have felt like it was starting to be a lost cause. It was just taking forever. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, could just be one of those things where even they're not sure from 1 minute to the next what they want, right? So that could be what this Seven of Cups energy is pointing to there, right? And we even see the mask on the masculine energy there, to where they might not even be clear on what they want. So, you know, there could be a mask as far as that goes, right? Where they present themselves one way, but is it what they actually want? So, I mean, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix, but yeah, it definitely does seem a little strange how they make this jump all of a sudden to now they want everything that you do, you know, so we'll see though. First, let's see what we get from our Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them, not from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while, what I might think I'm out, I'll actually just put the deck down and pull cards that way. But we'll see what we get. All right, got one there. That's for your side. And then we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, already got one there. So on your side, we have selfish. Okay, it says, I love the way you make me feel, but I can't give you the same in return. So interesting message there, because honestly, that seems more like the energy on the right. And this happened with one of the other readings too, where I was saying maybe a lot of you might resonate more with the energy on the right side, but I can see that fitting more there. But to be fair, we do see the devil temptation energy on your side too, so maybe you guys both bring out some of your more negative traits with each other, right? Which is obviously also not a good thing, but like I said, for the majority of it seems more like that would fit more in the energy on the right, but I suppose it could resonate with some of you. And then on this side, we have, I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. Now that in a way I could almost see more fitting, right? Because like I said, with that, when you might have left the connection behind in the past, it was one of those things where they couldn't find the right words to say, right? They might have seen you walk away, but just struggled so much with that. And now all of a sudden, oh yeah, I totally want what you do, right? But then they do something to shoot themselves in the foot, right? Like we saw with that Five of Cups energy in the future. So definitely looks a little tricky, but we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle adds to the mix. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffle this deck as well, but here I'm just looking for a single card to wrap the reading up with. Almost have one there. All right, and that one. So let's see what you got. Okay, we have Here and Now. There's the artwork, and the number is 32. So we'll see what it has to say. Okay, the relationship message says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now, one that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there too. And another thing I would say I feel with the here and now in the context of this reading too could just be saying it might be best to not project anything into the future with this person, right? Because like I said, it seems like they might not know what they want from one minute to the next. So, maybe it's best to take things at face value as they come with this person rather than see something going a certain way in the future. Seems a little tricky for sure, but for those of you, if this is your story, hopefully that resonated, and I hope you guys have a good holiday season. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.